Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone.
But you've possibly found the best kept secret in business. He's handsome. He's loud. He's got some tattoos. He'll tell you as it is and only wears a suit at a wedding or a funeral. No jargon, no overcomplicated 300-stage program. Just upfront, honest, proven ideas, thoughts, and strategies
That actually
work. So here's your host, the best kept business secret probably anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Marc Ford.
Hello again and welcome to the Best Kept Business Secret podcast with me, your host, Marc Ford, your best kept business secret, taking the best of small business, the best of corporate business and smashing it together and making it work. Hope you're well. So, this has probably slipped under most people's radar, unless, of course, you are a complete nerd. But perhaps the nerds that like Warhammer and using the Games Workshop are in a better place than most to show how retail can still work in 2018. Games Workshop is sharing a whopping £5 million windfall with its colleagues after it doubled its profits from last year. Now surely this is a blip. Well, perhaps, but they are actually attributing it to online and in-store sales. That's online and in-store sales. Wow. Because there are retailers up and down the country clamouring for those results right now. But you don't need to scratch much under the surface to realise where the success has actually come from. Back in the 1980s, when Dungeons and Dragons were the in thing to do before console games, spotty teenagers like me used to buy these games, dice, books, figures and add-on packs with all our pocket money. We used to sit in classrooms during lunch breaks and meet up at weekends to use fire starter spells or inflict 50 points of damage to elf-like warriors who would bite people's ankles, probably. It was almost a badge of honour to be that nerdy, but it was inclusive. You see, nerds felt at home. I used to sit in a group of lads, one who was minority, one who was in special needs education, one who is now an MP, and one's gone on to build his very own company. What a motley crew. But at that point in time, we all belonged. So if you fast forward to today, and this ray of very hazy sunshine and otherwise dour forecast for the high street, they are still doing it. They are still being inclusive and they are still offering an experience which is difficult to replicate. In fact, I took my son to the cinema a couple of weekends ago. I had to go see Deadpool 2, and the path from the car park to the cinema in Worcester takes us past the Games Workshop. It was a gloriously sunny day and the royal wedding was on the TV. The retail store is probably a slightly unpopular area of the city, but it's very clean and very tidy and looks out onto the main road. But it had over 20 people in the store, at least half sat down, talking to each other, rolling dice, or painting those little metal figures meticulously. So it's no longer my scene, but it's a niche that transcends generations. I think the importance of inclusivity to a point of exclusivity is something worth exploring by retailers and by businesses and brands in general. It's almost cool not to be cool if you're part of Games Workshop. See, embracing online shopping with offline experience is proving for them to be a winner. If it's not, then why is this one of the only companies, apart from part colleague owned John Lewis, to be sharing its success with its employees? And why was this story buried underneath so much bad news? Well, as for now, if you're a nerd that likes to roll dice and spend your free time battling other metallic goblins, beasts and elves, well done you. You, my friend, are a retail pioneer. So, after this short message from our sponsors, I'm going to go through some ideas, thoughts and strategies that will help you encourage your customers to stay with you.
This podcast is sponsored by JB Commercial Finance, the trusted funding solutions for business. JB Commercial Finance are experienced, whole-of-market commercial finance brokers and will help you and your business raise money no matter your circumstances. Whether you're investing in your business, have cash flow challenges, or you're looking to acquire commercial premises, get in touch with us now for independent, expert, and honest advice. For a free, no-obligation assessment, find us at www.jbcommercialfinance.co.uk or call 0116-3440-322. JB Commercial Finance is fully authorized and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority and are proud members of the National Association of Commercial Finance Brokers.
Okay, so let's take a look at looking after customers. You see, it's hard to build a winning business if you don't respect your customers. Although, mind you, plenty of businesses seem to be having a really good go at it at the moment. See, respect is a very powerful word when it comes to customers, and there are lots of ways to show respect for your customers. Often, though, it's easier to come up with examples of how customers are treated with little or no respect. Now, what do I mean by respecting your customers? I think there are a number of areas where you can show respect for your customers, including respecting their time. They basically shouldn't have to wait for you. Making someone wait in a queue for half an hour is not a sign of respect. Respect the fact that they made a conscious decision to use your business. Respect the fact that their opinions regarding your business are important and appreciated. Respect the fact that if they refer someone else to your business, they are showing a significant sign of commitment to your business. And respect the fact that if you fail to meet their expectations, they'll just take their business elsewhere. Respect for customers has to start at the top. If the people that own the business don't respect their customers, it is impossible to expect the staff down the line to show any respect for them. We all need to have very clear customer commitment statements. This is very simply a 1 or 2 sentence description that captures the essence of your philosophy towards your customers. Anyone, and I mean anyone involved in your business, should be made aware of your customer commitment statement, including your customers. Now, you should never lose touch with them either. Sir Richard Branson has a very well told story that no one is entirely certain whether it happened or not. If it did, it certainly shows his drive to be better at customer service than any of his rivals and shows how he likes to keep in touch with what his customers want. The story goes that he read a tweet from an unhappy train customer. The customer was sat on the toilet at the time and they tweeted that there was no toilet roll. He saw the tweet and made sure a member of his team was at the next station with a toilet roll. Now, I'm not entirely certain what happened next, but you've got to give credit for a service delivery, and it shows that he still takes a very active interest in his customers. Now, another example would be when Tesco's, under the leadership of Sir Terry Leahy, became a retailing giant. When he picked up the reins at the start of his tenure, according to his book, 10 Rules of Management, Tesco supermarkets were struggling. They had forgotten a key component of their business, and Sir Terry was the man to remember it and then use that very same component to set the sector alight. He turned it around by using the views of the customer to turn Tesco's from a struggling chain into a retail behemoth. A lot of business people could learn some very valuable lessons from those examples. But are you really willing to see the customers for what they are? They are the lifeblood of your business and possibly the most important people on your payroll. So, 2 more ideas to go. Now I've got you listening. Are you forgetting the one group of people that have already made your business into what it is today? Good customers are incredibly hard to find, and there are plenty of other businesses fighting for them. For this reason, it is essential you reward good customers for coming back to your business. There are many ways to show you appreciate your regular customers, and most businesses can easily implement either a formal or informal system that will do exactly that. A formal reward system may be like a loyalty card style of program, where repeat customers receive discounts or special offers whenever they use the business. It may include invitations to special events, access to special products or services, or a special incentive after making a certain number of purchases. Businesses that have really got a handle on their marketing are the businesses that have an email strategy in place. This way, they can keep in touch with their current customers and attract new ones through various sign-up methods. An informal system would be something more kind of spur of the moment, where you offer a reward on the spot to a regular customer as your way of saying thank you for their business. Now, my local coffee shop does this very well. Every once in a while, the owner will refuse to take my money, saying, no, you're all right, this one's on the house. It's a very nice touch, and it is genuinely most appreciated. And of course, I keep going back for more. I don't expect the freebie, but I certainly appreciate it. I just wish more pubs would do it. I think some of them have had a fair share out of me in 44 years, don't you? And the last one is keep a notepad in your pocket. See, successful business entrepreneurs and owners tend to be very good observers. They have a thirst for knowledge, and they're always looking for ways to make their businesses run better. Whenever they deal with other businesses, they are often evaluating the service that they're getting and looking for ideas that they can use. The hard part can be remembering all of those good things observed. As a budding entrepreneur and business owner, as you are, of the next big thing, you see how confident I am in you? You need to become an observer. Every interaction could possibly contain some valuable idea that you could use to make your business more profitable. However, it is easy to forget your observations in the course of a busy day. If you keep a notepad handy, you'll find it takes only a second to jot down a couple of notes for later reference. I do this a lot, and subsequently, I've actually got notepads all over the house, and in my car, it's on the bedside table, in my man bag. I always carry one with me. Now, this may be a bit of overkill for some, but I have so many things going on around in my mind that if I don't write things down, it's very easy for me to forget them. I find that when I'm driving, especially long distances, I have this amazing influx of good ideas, and I need to write them down then and there. Of course, this means I'm forever pulling over to write notes, but it doesn't bother me for a second, because by the time I arrive at my destination, I have a pile of new inspirational ideas that can be used in my business or by my clients to make their businesses more profitable. I have friends who keep small tape recorders in their pockets for the same reason. Well, that's at least what they tell me anyway. Wherever they've thought, they simply pull out the recorder and tape a message to themselves. Many mobile phones have that capacity as well, but the amount of recording time on them is quite limited. So, to make your business as successful as it can be prepared to become an observer of every other business you deal with, from the local news agency to your bank. Look out for good ideas and what you can use in your business. So hopefully you've got a few ideas there to attract the right customers. You know, we talked at the very beginning about Games Workshop, and after the end credits there is a short 5 minutes that you'll hear me. It's not have a rant, but it's me talking about a particular business that is going in a very, very crazy direction, and I would absolutely love to know your thoughts on it. So if you want to know more about me, go to the website www.marcford.uk. Just get in touch, come and say hi wherever you are on the green planet Earth. Just come over and say hi, tell me what you think of the podcast, tell me if there are things that you would love me to cover on the podcast, and I will do that for you. I'll even give you a shout out. How cool is that? And that will also give you access to some free downloads, lots of videos and blogs and stuff. There's lots of stuff on my website. It's all businessy stuff, but it's all good businessy stuff. So until next time, guys, I am Marc Ford. I am your best kept business secret, mixing small business with corporate, smashing them together and making them work. I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
This podcast is sponsored by JB Commercial Finance, the trusted funding solutions for business. JB Commercial Finance are experienced, whole-of-market commercial finance brokers and will help you and your business raise money no matter your circumstances. Whether you're investing in your business, have cash flow challenges, or you're looking to acquire commercial premises, get in touch with us now for independent, expert, and honest advice. For a free, no-obligation assessment, find us at www.jbcommercialfinance.co.uk or call 0116-3440-322. JB Commercial Finance is fully authorized and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority and are proud members of the National Association of Commercial Finance Brokers.
Hey everybody, hope you're well. Marc Ford here, your best kept business secret. Now, some interesting developments today on the high street, to the point where I really do actually think the high street is losing the feckin' plot, if I'm totally honest. Inside 3 days, there's a magnificent report about Games Workshop. Now, if you don't know who Games Workshop are those stores where nerdy people like I used to be when I was 13 or 14 go and play Dungeons and Dragons with books and cards and little miniature metal figures that you can sit and paint for hours and stuff like that. But it's quite a cool place if you're into that. They have announced record sales both in-store and online. Yes, in-store and online. And they're sharing 5 million quid. 5 million quid with all the colleagues that have made that possible. That's a great little news story that has kind of just been brushed under the carpet. But then today we go and see New Look. Jesus, what are they doing? Business 101. You should know who your target market is. You should know who you are serving. You should choose that and then aim to serve them better than anybody else. So imagine my just confused state when I read reports about New Look not going after the 18 to 30 bracket and not even going after the 30 to 45-year-old bracket. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. What New Look have decided to do is go for the 18 to 45 bracket, which has now massively increased their scope of customers. Now, you could say that's a good idea, but no, it's not a good idea. It's never been a bloody good idea, because if you market to everybody, you market to no one. And with the greatest of respect, if you are a woman of a certain age, if you are a woman over the age of 40, how many teenage daughters or 20-something daughters are going to shop in the same shop as you? Very, very unlikely. But then, New Look go and basically stick in a double whammy. They're going to discount 80% of their clothes are going to be under 20 quid. So they're starting to discount, which, let's be perfectly honest, hasn't worked brilliantly for Debenhams, hasn't brilliantly worked for House of Fraser, in fact doesn't brilliantly work for everybody because it's quick fix marketing and it ends up in an ever decreasing circle. So I would love to be proven wrong. I would love in 12 months time for Alan McGregor to turn around and say, do you know what? We have implemented this, our sales are up, we are opening new stores, we are coming out of our company voluntary agreement, because let's be fair, they went into a CVA just weeks ago, so negotiated down their rents of some of their properties, closed some of them. This is a business that is in trouble, yet has decided to discount and has decided to basically market to bloody anybody that will listen just to get people walking through the doors. Now, that doesn't smack of a strategy. That, to me, smacks of desperation. So, in your business, have you got a strategy? Have you got your ideal customer and your ideal client in your mind, paying the money that you think, that you believe that you're worth, or are market aligned? Are you discounting for the sake of just getting bums on seats or people walking through the door? What is the position of your business? Do you need to take a step back? In fact, do you genuinely need to take a step back right now and stop yourself from losing money, from chasing cash, which is all that New Look seem to do? You see, I go back to the first story that we talked about, Games Workshop. Games Workshop, it's not cool. It's not trendy. But they're such an inclusive business that it's almost exclusive. They are giving an experience to their target market that is unrivaled. And they're looking after the colleagues that have made it all possible. So well done, nerds. You guys should be flying the flag for retail as we speak. And perhaps some of you would like to go and have a chat to the management of New Look, who as of this moment are marketing to every single woman in this country. I'd love to know your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below. I'm Marc Ford. I'm your best kept business secret. And if you want to know more, just go to my website, which is www.marcford.uk. See you soon. Take care.